Before you reach for your phone, before you rush into the day, I want you to meet yourself right here, like a dear friend you have been waiting for. Just for a moment, let the world wait. Feel the bed beneath you or the chair holding you. Feel your breath entering and leaving, and notice that you are here. You made it to this morning, and that matters. So many of us wake up already behind, already worried, already counting what we don't have, what we must do, what could go wrong. The mind can run like a little motor the moment our eyes open, and if that is what you've been doing, I want you to be very gentle with yourself. You learned it somewhere. You learned to be on guard. You learned to brace. But today, we begin in a new way. You see, we often believe we must earn peace first, and then life will finally give us what we want. We think, if I can just get more money, then I'll relax. If I can just fix this one problem, then I'll feel safe. If I can just get ahead, then I'll breathe. And yet, it so often goes the other way around. When you begin inside with peace, when you begin inside with kindness, when you begin inside with the feeling, I am safe in this moment, something in your whole world softens. You make different choices. You see different possibilities. You stop pushing so hard against life, and life can finally move with you. I know this to be true because I have seen it again and again. Now, I want to speak to you very honestly about wealth, not as a fantasy, not as a promise that life will become perfect, but as an energy of receiving, as a relationship with life, as a willingness to believe you deserve good things. Money? Yes, it is practical. It pays bills, it buys food, it creates options. And for many people, money is also emotional. It can represent safety, freedom, love, approval, control. It can even represent your value. If you were taught that what you have equals what you are, but you are not your bank account, you are not your past mistakes, you are not what someone once told you that you were. In the infinity of life where you are precious, you are worthy, and you are learning to live as if that is true. And peace. Peace is not something you earn someday when everything is settled. Peace is a choice we practice. Peace is a new habit. Peace is a way of talking to ourselves. Peace is a way of breathing. And when peace becomes your habit, wealth has space to enter. Not because you chase it, but because you are no longer scaring it away with fear, doubt, and constant tension. Do you understand? Think of your hands for a moment. When you are afraid, you clench, you hold tight, you grip, you brace. And when you want to receive, you open your hands, you soften your fingers, you allow. So often we say we want abundance, but inside we are clenched, we are holding our breath, we are gripping life, we are trying to control every outcome, we are trying to force. And life, sweet life, doesn't like to be forced. Life loves you, and life responds beautifully when you begin responding lovingly to yourself. Now, for the next little while, I want to guide you through a morning practice you can return to again and again, for 21 days, or as long as you like. The number doesn't matter as much as the willingness. The willingness to begin the day with a new thought, because this is only a thought, and a thought can be changed. And the point of power is always in the present moment. So, take a gentle breath and let your shoulders soften. If it feels comfortable, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Feel your own warmth. Feel that you are here. Let this touch be a message to your body. You are safe with me. Many people do not realize they are fighting themselves all day long. They get up and immediately criticize, I'm late, I'm not doing enough, I'm so behind, I should be further, I can't handle this. Money is hard, life is hard, and the body hears all of it. The body listens, the body believes you, the body tightens. So today, we speak a new message. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, that inside you there is a younger you, a small child part, who has been afraid for a long time. Maybe they saw adults worry about money. Maybe they heard arguments. Maybe they felt instability. Maybe they learned that love comes with conditions. Maybe they learned they must perform to be safe. And that little one is still inside you, listening every morning. So when you begin with tenderness, you are not just doing positive thinking. You are reparenting. You are healing. You are creating a safe home within yourself. And from that home, you can build a life. I want you to notice what happens in your body when you think about money. Do you feel tightness in your chest, a twist in your stomach, a heaviness in your shoulders, a pressure behind your eyes? Just notice. No judgment, no fixing, just awareness. Your body has been carrying your beliefs like luggage, and we can set that luggage down, little by little. Now, there is something important I want you to understand about abundance. Abundance is not only the amount of money you have. Abundance is the belief that life supports you. Abundance is the willingness to receive help. Abundance is the courage to see opportunities. Abundance is the ability to say yes to something good without panic. And abundance grows when you stop arguing with your worth. You deserve good things, not because you are perfect, not because you never made mistakes, not because you worked yourself to exhaustion. You deserve good things because you exist, because you are part of life, because life is generous by nature. Look at the trees. They do not strain to grow. They grow because they are alive. They reach for the light because it is natural. They accept the rain because it comes. And you too can learn to accept what comes to bless you. Now, I know there may be a voice inside you that says, "But you don't understand my situation. You don't know my bills. You don't know my responsibilities. You don't know what I've been through." And I want to say, I hear you. I understand that life can feel heavy. I understand that money stress can make you feel trapped. I understand that you may have tried before and felt disappointed. And still, the point of power is always in the present moment, not in what happened, not in what you fear will happen, right here, this breath, this moment. And in this moment, you can choose a different thought, not because it denies reality, but because it creates a new reality over time. Over time, with practice, your mind begins to look for what supports you. Your heart begins to trust again. Your body begins to relax. And in that relaxed state, you begin to move differently in the world. You speak differently. You negotiate differently. You apply differently. You show up differently. And yes, life responds. Not as a magical guarantee, but as a natural unfolding when you change your inner climate. So let's begin. I'm going to offer you a set of morning statements, and I invite you to speak them out loud if you can. If not, whisper them. If not, let them land in your mind. And if any sentence feels too big, too far away, we will soften it together. There is no forcing here. We are learning a new language. We are learning the language of kindness. Take a breath and begin with something simple. I am here. Say it softly inside. I am here. And because I am here, I can begin again. I can begin again. I can begin again. Notice how that feels now. In the infinity of life where I am, all is well in my world. Let those words wash through you. In the infinity of life where I am, all is well in my world. If a part of you protests, if a part of you says that's not true, you can say, I am willing to believe that all can be well. Sometimes willingness is the bridge. So we say, I am willing to believe that all can be well in my world. I am willing, and that is enough for today. Now, life loves me, life loves me, life loves me. If those words feel strange, if you have never felt loved by life, just breathe and try this. I am open to the possibility that life loves me. I am open now. I am safe in this moment. I am safe in this moment. I am safe in this moment. Let your shoulders drop a little more. Let your jaw unclench. Let your belly soften. You see, the mind may still have worry, but the body can learn safety in the present, right now, in this room, in this bed, with this breath. You are safe. Now, I choose peace. I choose peace. I choose peace. Peace is a choice. Peace is a practice. And when you choose peace, you are not giving up your goals. You are simply choosing to pursue them without harming yourself. Now, I deserve good things. I deserve good things. I deserve good things. Let that sink in. Not someday, not when you prove it, not when you fix everything. I deserve good things. And if you feel resistance, I want you to meet that resistance with compassion. Resistance is not your enemy. Resistance is usually fear in disguise. So you might say, I am learning to believe I deserve good things. I am learning, and every day it becomes easier. Now, I allow myself to receive. I allow myself to receive. I allow myself to receive. Imagine your hands opening as you say it. Open hands, open heart, open mind. Receiving can be a spiritual practice because so many of us were taught that receiving is dangerous, that it comes with strings, that we must pay for it emotionally, that we must be good enough to get it. But what if receiving can be simple? What if receiving can be safe? What if receiving can be natural? Now, I am aligned with the flow of prosperity. I am aligned with the flow of prosperity. I am aligned with the flow of prosperity. Prosperity is the flow of life supporting you in many forms. Money may be one form. Ideas are another. Helpful people are another. Opportunities are another. Timing is another. Prosperity is not always loud. Sometimes it is subtle. Sometimes it is the right email at the right time. Sometimes it is an inspired thought. Sometimes it is a door that opens because you finally knocked, and when you are relaxed, you can hear that inner guidance. Now, I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom knows. It knows what you need today. It knows what step to take. It knows what to release. Now, I speak to myself with love. I speak to myself with love. I speak to myself with love. This one is so powerful because your self-talk is like a stream that runs all day. If the stream is full of criticism, the garden struggles. If the stream is full of kindness, the garden thrives. Now, I choose thoughts that support me. I choose thoughts that support me. I choose thoughts that support me. And you might add, I release thoughts that diminish me, gently, without fight. I release, I release. Now, I am guided. I am guided. I am guided. And I notice the guidance. I notice the guidance. I notice the guidance. Because guidance can be quiet. It can be a nudge. It can be a feeling. It can be a sense of yes in your body. Now, my life is filled with peace. My life is filled with peace. My life is filled with peace. And as peace becomes my home, I welcome prosperity with ease. I welcome prosperity with ease. I welcome prosperity with ease. Feel that ease. So often we think we must struggle to deserve, but struggle is not a requirement. You can choose ease as a new way. Now take a breath and just feel. Feel the difference in your body after these words. Even if your mind is still skeptical, the body knows when it is being treated kindly, and kindness changes things. Now, I want to share something with you that can help you stay with this practice for 21 days. Because the mind loves to say, it's not working after 2 days. The mind loves to check results like a scoreboard. And this practice is not about forcing results. This is about changing the inner soil. If you plant a seed today, you don't dig it up tomorrow to see if it's growing. You water it, you give it light, you trust, and you keep living. So for 21 mornings, your only job is to show up. Not perfectly, just consistently. As some mornings you will feel it, some mornings you will not. And still, you show up because you are building a relationship with yourself. And relationships deepen through presence. Now, I want to talk about the thoughts that often block both peace and prosperity. One common thought is, I'm not enough. It can sound like, I don't have what it takes. Other people are better. I'm behind. I'm not smart enough. I'm not disciplined. I'm too late. And I want you to hear this clearly. That thought is not the truth. That thought is an old program. It may have been given to you by someone who was afraid. It may have been formed in childhood when you tried to understand a confusing world. It may have been repeated so often that it feels like fact. But it is only a thought, and a thought can be changed. When that thought appears, you can gently say to yourself, thank you for trying to protect me. And I choose a new thought now. I choose a new thought now. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And if I am enough feels too far, soften it. I am learning that I am enough. I am learning. You see, we are not fighting the mind. We are educating it. Another common thought is, it's hard. Money is hard. Life is hard. Work is hard. Relationships are hard. Everything is hard. And yes, life can have challenges, and still, repeating it's hard every day makes the path heavier. So we soften it. I am open to easier ways. I am open to easier ways. I am open to easier ways. And then we watch. We watch for the easier way to appear, because the mind that expects difficulty often misses simplicity. The mind that expects support begins to recognize it. Another thought is, there's never enough. Never enough time, never enough money, never enough energy, never enough love. And this thought creates a constant feeling of scarcity. So we choose a new thought. There is always enough for today. There is always enough for today. Today, I have enough. Today, I am supported. Not forever, not the whole future at once, just today. Because the point of power is always in the present moment. When you try to solve your entire future in one morning, the body panics. But when you come back to today, the body can breathe. Now, let's go deeper. Because wealth and peace are not only about what you say, they are also about what you allow yourself to feel. Some people have learned that feeling peaceful is dangerous. If you grew up in chaos, peace can feel unfamiliar. Your nervous system may say, wait, what's coming next? If that is you, you are not broken. You are adjusting. And we can teach the body slowly. So I invite you to take a deeper breath now. And as you exhale, imagine releasing a little bit of that old vigilance. Just a little. You don't have to drop it all at once. You can say, it is safe for me to relax. It is safe for me to relax. It is safe for me to relax. And if that feels too big, I am learning that it is safe for me to relax. I am learning. Now, let's talk about another tender piece. Sometimes we think we want wealth, but we fear what comes with it. We fear responsibility. We fear people judging us. We fear losing it. We fear becoming someone we don't like. We fear being seen, so a part of us keeps it away for protection. Isn't that interesting? So we bring love to that part. We say, I am safe to have good things. I am safe to have good things. I am safe to have good things. I can handle blessings. I can handle blessings. I can handle blessings. And I remain true to myself. I remain true to myself. You see, you don't have to become someone else to receive more. You can receive more as you, as the real you, as the kind you, as the honest you. Now, let's add a gentle visualization. Imagine that your life is a garden. Each morning, your thoughts are the water you pour. If you pour worry, the garden struggles. If you pour criticism, the soil tightens. If you pour love, the soil opens. So today, we water with love. Imagine yourself standing in your garden with a watering can filled with warm, golden light, and you pour it over your heart, over your mind, over your body. You pour it over your finances, over your work, over your relationships, over your home. And as you pour, you say, I bless my life. I bless my life. I bless my life. I bless my income. I bless my income. I bless my opportunities. I bless my opportunities. I bless the people who support me. I bless the ways life supports me. And you might notice something. When you bless, you stop fighting. When you bless, you stop arguing with what is. Blessing doesn't mean you accept suffering. Blessing means you bring love to where you are so you can move forward with power. Now, I want to offer you a very simple this you can say every morning for 21 days. Not as a spell, not as a guarantee, but as a steady declaration that trains your mind, soothes your body, and opens your heart to receiving. Here it is. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Let's say it slowly. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Again, I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Notice the key word, willing. Willingness is gentle. Willingness is not force. Willingness says, I don't have to convince myself all at once. I can open a little. Now, let's say it again, and this time imagine your hands opening. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Again, I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. And again, I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Now, let's let it evolve. Because sometimes your mind says, but where will it come from? And the answer is, you don't need to know the whole path. You only need to be available. So we say, I am open to unexpected support. I am open to unexpected support. I am open to new opportunities. I am open to new opportunities. I notice good ideas. I notice good ideas. And I act on them with confidence. I act on them with confidence. Now, let me share a little story with you. I once watched a woman who believed she could never get ahead. She worked hard. She worried hard. She criticized herself hard. And she was always exhausted. When she began a simple morning practice like this, she did not instantly become wealthy. That is not how life works. But something shifted. She stopped waking up with dread. She started making her coffee with a little more presence. She began speaking to herself as if she mattered. And then she began noticing. She noticed an idea she had dismissed before. She noticed a class she could take. She noticed she could ask for help. She noticed she could say no to what drained her. She noticed she could ask for a raise. She noticed she could offer her skills in a new way. And little by little, her life changed. Not because the universe was forced to obey, but because she stopped fighting herself. Because she stopped clenching her hands. And when her hands opened, life had somewhere to place the gifts. You see, peace is not passive. Peace is powerful. Peace is clarity. Peace is confidence. Peace helps you hear your inner wisdom, and your inner wisdom knows how to guide you toward prosperity. Now, another story. There was a man who believed money always disappears. Every time he had a little extra, something would happen. A bill, a repair, a setback. And he lived with the expectation that good things don't last. So he began saying each morning, "It is safe for me to keep money. It is safe for me to keep money." I am learning to manage my life with love. I can handle my finances with calm. I can plan with ease. And as he practiced, he stopped avoiding his finances. He stopped panicking when he looked at numbers. He began making small, steady decisions. He began saving a little. He began asking questions. He began learning. And that new relationship created stability. Sometimes prosperity is not the dramatic miracle. Sometimes prosperity is the calm ability to manage your life without fear. And that, darling, is a form of wealth. Now, let's include something very personal. If you can, sometime today, stand in front of a mirror, just for 1 minute. Look into your own eyes, not to judge your face, not to criticize, but to connect and say, I love you. I am here for you. We are going to take good care of our life. You might feel awkward. You might feel emotional. That's okay. That's your heart opening. And when your heart opens, you stop pushing love away. And when you stop pushing love away, you stop pushing abundance away too. Because abundance is love in a practical form. Now, let's return to the morning practice. We'll speak a sequence you can repeat every morning for 21 days. If you like, you can place your hand on your heart again and breathe. And we begin. In the infinity of life where I am, all is well in my world. I am safe. I am calm. I am guided. Life loves me. I choose peace today. Peace begins within me. I forgive myself for past choices. I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. I release the need to struggle. I release the need to prove. I am worthy of good. I deserve to receive. I allow myself to receive with open hands. I welcome new opportunities. I welcome inspired ideas. I welcome helpful people. I welcome supportive timing. I am willing to see life as friendly. And I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Now, breathe. And notice if your body wants to relax even more. Sometimes after years of tension, relaxation can feel unfamiliar. That's okay. You are safe. Now, let's talk about forgiveness because it is often tied to money and peace. Some people carry anger toward parents, toward a partner, toward themselves. Because of money, maybe you felt deprived, maybe you felt controlled, maybe you felt unsupported, maybe you felt you had to grow up too soon. And I want you to know, you don't have to excuse what happened. Forgiveness is not saying, that was fine. Forgiveness is saying, I release this from my body so I can be free. Because when you hold old anger, you hold old energy. And prosperity, peace, they move best through an uncluttered heart. So if you are ready even a little, say softly, I am willing to release the past. I am willing to release the past. I am willing to be free. I am willing to be free. And then you might add, I choose peace over punishment. I choose peace over punishment. And I give myself permission to live well. I give myself permission to live well. Because sometimes we punish ourselves with scarcity. We say, I don't deserve, I must suffer, I must struggle. And that is not love. You can choose love now. Now, let's come back to a very practical piece. Peace and prosperity are supported by simple actions. When you feel calmer, you can do one small thing that supports you. One phone call, one email, one application, one budget check, one boundary, one moment of rest. It does not have to be overwhelming, because overwhelm is the old pattern. We are learning steady. So you might ask yourself each morning, what is one loving action I can take today? One loving action. And you do it without drama. And then you bless yourself for doing it. Yes, bless yourself. So many people only criticize, but praise matters. Encouragement matters. So you say, I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself for showing up. I am proud of myself for learning. I am proud of myself for changing. And if that feels hard, start here. I am willing to be proud of myself. I am willing. Now, let's address the fear that prosperity will leave. Because for many people, the fear is not only I won't get it, the fear is I'll lose it. So we soothe that and we say, it is safe for me to have stability. It is safe for me to have stability. I trust myself to handle change. I trust myself to handle change. I trust life to support me, or I trust life to support me. I am resilient. I am resilient. And I always come back to peace. I always come back to peace. Now, a gentle pause. Breathe. Feel your breath like a friend. You see, the breath is always here. No matter what happens in life, you can return to breath. And in that return, you return to power. The point of power is always in the present moment. Now, let's deepen the this phrase again, so it becomes something you can remember easily when you wake up. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. You can say it before you even stand up. You can say it in the bathroom mirror. You can say it while making tea. You can say it in the car. You can say it while walking. And each time you say it, imagine your inner world unclenching. Now, if you like, let's speak it 5 more times, slowly, with feeling, with breath. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Good. Now, notice if any part of you wants to cry or sigh or soften. That is release. That is healing. That is your body saying thank you. Now, I want to talk about comparison. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to lose peace. We look at someone else's life and we say, they're ahead. They have it easier. They got lucky. I'm behind. And maybe they are in a different chapter, but your chapter is yours. And your path is yours. And life is not punishing you. Life is guiding you. So we choose a new thought. I trust the timing of my life. I trust the timing of my life. I trust the timing of my unfolding. I am exactly where I need to be to learn what I am learning, and I am moving forward. Now, another tender piece. Sometimes people think peace means they must never feel upset. Peace means you can feel what you feel and still love yourself. So if you wake up one morning and you feel anxious, you do not fail. You simply say, hello, anxiety, I see you. And then you bring love and you say, I am safe, I am here. I can take care of myself, I can breathe. And then you do your practice anyway, because practice is love in action. Now, let's bring the body in again. Take a breath, and as you exhale, relax your tongue. Yes, the tongue. So many people hold tension there. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. And as you relax, say, all is well in my world. All is well in my world. Even if everything is not perfect, all can still be well in you, because your inner world can be your sanctuary. Now, let's do a receiving practice. Imagine life wants to give you something today. Maybe it is money, maybe it is an idea, maybe it is support, maybe it is a compliment, maybe it is time, maybe it is peace. And imagine that you are standing with open hands and you say, I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. I accept good. I accept good and I accept good. I allow good to come to me in expected and unexpected ways. I allow it. I allow it. Now, breathe. Sometimes when good comes, we rush to say, oh, it's nothing. I don't need it. Someone else should have it. And that is the old pattern of pushing away. So today, practice a new response. When something good comes, even something small. Say, thank you, thank you. I receive, I receive. And then feel it. Let it land, let it count. Because small receiving trains you for larger receiving. Now, I want you to know something. You do not have to be perfect to be prosperous. You do not have to be spiritually flawless. You do not have to never doubt. You only have to return. Return to the present. Return to kindness. Return to a thought that supports you over and over. And in that returning, you create a new life. Now, for your 21-day practice, here is a simple flow you can remember. Before you stand up, hand on heart, one breath, and then the this statement. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. Then choose 3 additional statements that feel supportive, such as, I am safe, life loves me, I deserve good things. I allow myself to receive, I trust my inner wisdom, I speak to myself with love, and then one loving action, just one, and then a blessing. I bless my life. That is enough. You see, simple practices change lives because they can be done. Now, let's take a longer, quiet moment together. Just breathe. Let the words settle. Feel the space inside you. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds. You are the sky. You are the awareness. You are the loving presence. Now, I want to speak to the part of you that has been tired, the part of you that has been trying, the part of you that has been carrying so much. I want you to hear this. You can rest, you can breathe. You do not have to do it all at once. You can take one step, and you can take that step with love. You are not alone. Life is on your side. Life loves you. And as you practice peace, peace becomes your home. And from that home, prosperity can find you, like a friend who finally knows where you live, because you stopped running, because you opened your hands, because you stopped arguing with your worth. Now, let's close this practice gently, in a way that you can carry into your day. Take one last deep breath, and as you exhale, let your body soften, and say, in the infinity of life where I am, all is well in my world. I am safe, I am worthy, I am guided. I choose peace today. I allow myself to receive. I am willing to see life as friendly, and I allow peace and prosperity to flow to me now. And then, very softly, all is well in my world. All is well, all is well. Now, when you open your eyes fully and step into your day, do it slowly. Do it kindly. Remember, the point of power is always in the present moment, and you are here now. So treat yourself like someone you love. Speak to yourself like someone you cherish. Open your hands to life, and let life show you, in its own beautiful timing, how supported you truly are. All is well in my world.